let me tell you something. I think that is fair. Like, you know, if someone can't read the Quran, you know, I mean, it's very difficult to kind of now go into debating. I think that from the Shia or the Sunni community, if someone is, I'm not going to say illiterate, because obviously the Prophet was illiterate, but he...
Not according to us, but yeah, go.
Well, the Quran says he was, yeah?
Unlettered, unlettered, ummi.
Yeah, no, but then it tells you, the illah in Surah Al-Ankabut. It tells you the reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had made him like that. He said, so that people, the mubtilun, don't say that he wrote it himself.
But they still did though. Even till
now. Yeah, they tell. Can you imagine if he was able to have access to the knowledge?
The point is, that's the side point. So, this issue is actually mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he tells us, أو منهم أميون, and this is the negative. لا يعلمون الكتاب إلا أماني وإنهم إلا يظنون. So these people, they don't know the Quran, they don't know, they just guess. And
so
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَتْلُونَهُ حَقَّ تِلَاوَتِهِ أُولَٰئِكَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِهِ. Those individuals, they read it as it's meant to be written, and these are the true believers as well.
Right.
So the reason why, as Sunnis and Shias, I believe, Allah, the only way forward...
Sorry bro, can I ask a question?
Yeah, okay. The only way forward is through the Quran. Yeah, so we need to know, like, if me or you claim to be Muslims, but we don't invest time in reading the Quran, in understanding the Quran, in memorizing the Quran, then our claim, do you know, actually, let me tell you who I was listening to, wallahi. Right. I said, I'm good, I've never, you can take my word for it. I was listening to Ammar Naqshwani, yeah? Right. You heard me right.
So you've spoken to him before?
I know, I used to speak to him. I know the guy, yeah? I listened to him on YouTube. There's a small maqta on YouTube, a small clip that was like 5 minutes long, yeah? Right. And it was Ramadan. I thought, let me click it, let's see what this guy's got to say. And I had my guard up and I was ready to attack the guy. Ready to attack him. In
the video.
No, just to take notes. Nothing like that. Yeah. No, I was thinking. So he was saying, himself in the lecture, he said, you know, do you know what the video is called? It's a test of Iman or something like this. Yeah. It says, how do you test your Iman? So he said, if you want to test your Iman, yeah, he said, see how much you read the Quran on a daily basis.
He's quite strong in that.
Isn't that right? So if you read it a lot, then your Iman is high. If you read a little bit, then your Iman is low. Wallahi, I said, صدقك وهو كذا. No, I said, this guy is he told the truth. So I agree with him.
Just a point, right? The first group of companions who were aware of the Quran, who had knowledge of the Quran, did it stop them from apostatizing from the religion?
No, I'm not. And that's the point. The point is that some good. I know some people that are Jews that can read the Quran.
Yeah.
You know. Now, who here can just enlighten us with a small surah, so we can.
Before we say that,
sorry,
there is, you know, we always and our Shia brothers. Right. When they come to us, they will say, they will bring this hadith. They keep hammering us with the same hadith. Right. He said the hadith, they will say Bukhari and Muslim. Well, actually, not Bukhari. They said, Kitab Allah wa itrati ahl bayti. Kitab Allah, yeah, all the time, yeah?
I can't speak for those people.
Yeah, hold on a second. They will say Kitab Allah wa itrati ahl bayti, which will stick to the book of Allah and itrati. So the thaqalain, Kitab Allah. Yeah. Where is the first thaqal? Where is Kitab Allah? You always talk about, okay, Kitab Allah, let's deal with Kitab Allah. They say, okay, قال الصادق قال كذا. But where is Kitab Allah? You said ثقلين. Will you say ثقلين Kitab Allah?
Yeah, of course.
Will you say Kitab Allah? Where is Kitab Allah? I can't see the Shia. One day I debated with many of the Shias. Yeah, and they cannot recite Quran properly. Where is Kitab Allah? They could pronounce exactly the wording of Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam wa rahmahullah. They will say all these things. But where is Kitab Allah? Where is the book of Allah? The God of Ja'far al-Sadiq, the God of Ali, the Lord of all of them, the creator of all of them. Where is his speech? Is not there. Not just that. When I see, for example, the mullahs, the Shi'as mullahs, for example, when I see them reciting Quran, they cannot even pronounce Fatiha properly.
Have you heard Bin Baz recite the Quran yourself?
Leave Ibn Baz now. I'm not talking about Ibn Baz. For example, I heard Ibn Baz, by the way, for you to know, and I know how he recites.
I
heard him. I know how he doesn't do these major mistakes. Do you see the point? No. He doesn't do this. He doesn't twist the word to be something else. Yeah? So that's why this is one of the things. When I say Kitab Allah, stick to Kitab Allah Azza wa Jal. And that's the first thing. The second point, which is generally happens, and then let's have kind of, this is not a debate, yeah? We're not debate. I'm not debating.
Discussion, of course.
Well, we're kind of discussion. Want to have kind of things which is common things between us, yeah?
Alhamdulillah.
Now, the other point, when we say, for example, if the core of belief in Islam, that the existence of Allah Azza wa Jal, the Tawheed, the concept of oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal, following the messengers, alayhim salatu wasalam, all of them, all of these things are in Kitab Allah Azza wa Jal.
Right.
Now, and this is the question. Now, when I found, for example, if I wanted to find to
Sheikh, I know where you're
legitimize,
I know where you're
to legitimize my belief, to say, okay, you're saying to me, what's your belief about such and such? If I don't have source in the book of Allah Azza wa Jal, then there is issue in my belief. That's what generally, this is our concept. Now is the mic with you, inshallah ta'ala, inshallah.
So now before the mic with them,
It's a bit of a
no, not a test. Wallah, just give us someone from your community, mashallah. How many brothers come today? How many?
Inshallah.
At least 10? 1, 2,
never
3,
counted.
4,
The thing
5,
is, why
6,
do
7,
we
8.
Why do we have to be put to a test? Like, who are you guys to come
No,
here
it's
and
not.
test us?
No. I didn't say
It's
test.
disrespectful.
Bro, wait, 1 second.
We said we're not debating.
One
We're
second,
not
one
debating.
second, one
We're
second.
having kind of
1 second.
nice,
Wait, 1 second.
kind,
One second.
discussion. We're not debating.
No, of course. Okay. So, firstly, when you guys come here to do dawah with the Jews and Christians, are you guys experts in their language?
No,
And
but-
wait. If I didn't interrupt you. Wait. Hebrew, Aramaic. But the point is, let me finish. I didn't interrupt you guys. Yeah. So basically, what you're trying to say is, if you cannot speak at least classical Arabic or have a basic understanding of it, you shouldn't be debating the topic. So when you come here to do dawah with the Jews and Christians, are you fluent in the language? Because I've seen yourself, Sheikh, speak to Christians. I've seen yourself. So isn't it a bit hypocritical? On one hand,
I know that's a good argument.
Right.
If you came to us and said, look,
Wait.
it's a valid point. If you said to us, are you discussing aspects of language? So if I came to a Hebrew-speaking person and I started to say, this tahara means this and the word rijs means this to a Jew, Hebrew. Okay, if he knows it more than I do, then it's difficult for me to pose an authority over it.
Can I just interject on that one point,
if we're
Hijab?
talking about key concepts, that's fine. So if we're talking, for example, with me and you, if we start talking about imama, that's fine. That's why I've discussed with people about imama, about these things. But what we're doing is,
So what you're trying to say is key.
what we're trying to do is we're trying to reorientate the whole Muslim community from the Shi'Ahs to the Sunnis, isn't it? So that, this is what we're doing because we've received criticism ourselves. We said, why? This is what they say. I'm not saying that you guys necessarily.
That's what I said last time.
They say, look, these guys, the Shi'Ahs say, well, you guys, why don't you debate someone like Ammar Naqshwani who knows the Arabic, or someone that's called Hassanain something. Why don't you debate this guy? Say we don't have access to those individuals. We have access to our brother here. This guy here is, mashallah, looking very good today with the Longsdale. He's been hitting the gym, I know. And this guy here, mashallah, is very good.
White t-shirt.
The white tee.
That's the only.
Now, and the rest of them. This is the brothers that we know in the park. This is who we talk to, etc. Now, what we want to do is
But bro, you know what? You assuming
right,
that we want to discuss those key concepts when, to be honest with you, even those key concepts, we don't really differ on them, if you understand what I mean. And what I mean by this, if you're talking about imama, right, you obviously, you're under the assumption that we say if you don't believe in imama, you're not a Muslim, right?
But that's the
That's
same.
not true.
But that's not the same.
Can I finish, bro?
Yeah, okay.
Can I finish, yeah?
But there's a clear
Sheikh, 1
hadith of
second,
that.
Sheikh. Okay, so
From your side, not our side.
Let us talk about our position and you can.
So our position, for example, the Imams of the Ahlul Bayt have mentioned, for example, the minimum requirement to be a Muslim is the Shahadatain, okay, to believe in the Shahada. So that's no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the final messenger of Allah. Okay, that makes you a Muslim. Bro, let me finish.
I apologize. Yeah, go ahead.
So that would make you a Muslim, okay? In terms of Imama, what we consider as to be is Usul al-Madhab, okay?
Yeah.
For example, if we are going to argue on this, on the premise that, look, in order to be Muslim, you have to believe in Imama, we could very easily throw that question back at you by saying that, look, your scholars likewise believed anybody who denied the Khilafat Abu Bakr and Umar to be disbelievers or even criticized them.
Who said that?
Qurtubi said it.
Many scholars said that.
No, I don't think Qurtubi said it.
Yeah, he did.
But let me
Shall I show you what Qurtubi saying?
Before you tell me what Qurtubi said,
Many
Once again, I'm going to turn around and say in the language you don't know how to read.
Okay.
See,
Because
stop.
No. But
If the translation's correct,
No, hold on.
you made a point. I never said translated it. If Qurtubi said it in his tafsir,
Bro, it's on tafsir ibn Kathir online.
That's fine.
Okay.
If I show you the reference and you go check it, if it's wrong, come back.
Okay, I don't need to come back. I'm right here. I'm here with
But
you
then you
right
need to
now.
check it. So how are you going to check it?
Listen, just calm down. We're speaking.
And we have the Arabic in front of
It
you.
seems like you got your guards up. I'm not
But you
even...
try hijab, like.
Hijab, can I just mention one point, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
The guard has to be up. Your guard's up, my guard's up.
Arabic is
You drop yours, I'll drop mine.
Hijab, just one second. Arabic is important.
Boys, wait,
Arabic is important, yeah, to the subject to which it pertains, yeah? So if it comes to a point where we don't need the Arabic in the argumentation, it's not necessary. When we had that discussion, one second. When we had the discussion on Muawiyah, whether he was a disbeliever.
Muawiyah.
Yeah, Muawiyah, yeah? You done a whole refutation on that. We didn't go into Arabic.
I don't speak about Muawiyah.
You done a whole refutation on the video.
Okay, forget that for one second.
My point is, Arabic didn't have any play there. So if we talk about those kind of topics,
brother,
we don't need Arabic. I know you know my name, so don't play those games. Yeah, anyway.
Bro, we don't need to be rich.
You playing these games.
Okay, let me finish.
Okay,
bro, one second.
Akhi, we don't play the game. They refer to you as a Shia play partner, but I forgot your real name.
Mohammed.
I forgot your real name.
That name's 10 times a day.
What you saying?
One second, bro, hold on. Mohammed.
Yes.
So, coming back to the topic, bro. Your scholars, right, as Rizal made a point as well. If there's something which somebody says here, at the end, listen, bro. If the Prophet can make mistakes, according to your belief, in the sense that when it comes to issue of revelation, he can forget these things and stuff, etc. Who are we? We're humans as well, bro. We can make mistakes.
No doubt
if you
about
come to me next time and say, Sayyid Ali, bro, you got that
What's
issue
you
wrong.
Sayyid Ali, yeah.
If I got something wrong, you say, Sayyid, you got that wrong. Here's the evidence. So I'm saying to you, look, bro, as far as I'm concerned, you're a Muslim. Yeah?
Now,
but if you want to go to the issue about imama, etc., then we can...
What we talked about before we came to the group, and, I don't want to, but we said today, I'm going to try and be very fair. Look, I'm going to try and make it easy for everyone, okay? I'm not going to try and make it difficult and say this and that, you're ignorant. No, wallahi, I don't want to apply
That's fine, no, if you're coming to the angle, it's fine.
No, wallahi, we're not trying to attack anyone here. I mean, the Sheikh, I was speaking to the brother about some miscellaneous other things. Ask him. And then this, I wasn't really even planning.
I understand why we find it a bit offensive when you come here and say,
Okay,
anyone speak Arabic? It's already very offensive when you come here and say that.
I'm really sorry if you're offended.
Because we've kind of dealt with that already.
You've done it last time as well, you've done it again. Now you're sorry twice.
Zain, I'm really sorry that
But I don't think he means it now this time, so I don't think he means it this time.
Please forgive
I accept your apology, it's fine.
Yeah, and you forgive me as well.
Yeah, no, this time you never done. I love you. It's not even like that. It's not even like that. You're coming a respectful one. It's cool, bro.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Really. So, what we talked about was that we just have someone from the brothers, anyone really.
He's still doing it.
No,
but he really wants that. He expects it. Can I just make one point?
I'm sorry,
No, wait, hold on, please. I've let you guys speak.
No, of course. Yeah.
Sorry, just like...
تقديرا لكلام الله. So I was going to say, like, as a gesture of honor to the words of Allah, I will allow anybody to, even from a small surah, just grab the Mus'haf, grab the Quran from the phone, no problem. We just start, because really this is more like a symbol. It's not even a test. Don't consider it a test. It's not a test. If you want me to do the same thing, I haven't got a problem, yeah? Just get a small surah from the Quran, okay? Just to show the people that you can actually access the Quran. And that we as Muslims, Sunni, Shia, everybody, that the most important thing to us in terms of nas, in terms of text, is the Quran. So if you can have that, if we can do that, we can proceed. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I haven't got a problem. So if someone just comes and says, okay, I'm going to recite for example, Surah Al-Naba. Yeah, and just one page from Surah Al-Naba. I know it's a very small surah. The brother here, I'm sure he's done madrasa. He's gone to, you have madrasa, yeah?
Yeah.
Or someone, just to show the people that, look, we care about the Quran. That we've spent time, as much time as we have spent talking about polemics and raising videos online and these things. You want to, and I want to, put a message to the youth. The youth, like this young man here, that the most important thing is not, and I would call it a waste of time, not to waste our time arguing with each other, and
Yes.
and live. Yes, free.
We have the government, the British government.
All right, she's gonna start saying.
Yes.
Sorry,
Do you understand?
Took it. Became the imam.
I use
طيب, so the brother, yeah? Who wants to read? I haven't got a problem. You know, anyway.
What do we do, bro?
It's not. I'm not challenging you to an MMA match.
Sure.
I'm not challenging you to a wrestling match or a boxing match. Just
Can I ask you? You know, like obviously, you know.
Is that fair? Is that fair?
It's fair to an extent. You know, if I got an Arab guy with me today, for example, if I got an Arab guy with me today.
Not an Arab.
No,
that's a fallacy.
I'm just saying, I've got a big guy, someone from Edger Road, and my man's cut shawarma, and his Arabic's better than mine.
Not Arabic. I'm talking. I've left Arabic.
Quranic Arabic. That's fine.
Just read the Quran.
Now, if he read it properly with you, would that necessitate that he knows more about Shia and Sunni polemics than me?
Do you know what I'd say to that guy? I say, Wallahi, mashallah, no matter what the difference is between me and this shawarma kata or whatever, at least he and I have something in common, I would hope.
Sorry, bro, one second.
That we both spend a little bit of time just trying to understand.
Read the book of Allah.
Read the book of Allah.
The book of Allah.
I would love to read it from him. Well, it's a gesture of unity.
Yeah. I think, like I was saying to you, bro, like, I think what's more important in these discussions is the person that's speaking to you, if they know the subject. And now, I'm not saying knowing the Quran or reciting or tajweed is not important, because it is, bro. It is. And if someone's weak in that from our side, that's on us, right? Not on you. Meaning that's our fault, right? Let me finish. So what I'm trying to say is that what's important. What I'm saying is that important, that's from our side, that we need to improve that. But what I feel is someone knowing that doesn't necessitate that he knows about the issue that we're discussing. Example, if we speak about a subject like imama or we get into the technicalities around it, you're right. If we get technical, that argument will come out with the Arabic. I agree. But from a basic speaker's corner point of view, when we're speaking on a, we're not going to have a munadara here, are we? We're going, all right, bro, 2 minutes, let's talk, we'll get into a discussion. What I'm trying to say is that on a basic level, like I'll give you an example of Qurtubi right now. Example, I give you the reference, you say, okay, bro, that's your reference. Unless the translation is off, that's when you'll be like, bro.
Qurtubi is not a hujjah for us as well.
That's for you.
Even if you said
just, but that's no point.
It's not like a qawl of
It doesn't matter.
It's not like.
That was an example. You said about us, we said about you.
No. Do you know why? Because, for example, he was talking about usul al-madhab, and part of the usul al-madhab was mentioned by Mufid and others. They said the one who denies one of the imams, he denies all of them, and he that committed this way. Now the truth came to me. We denied Mahdi, the so-called Mahdi, what you say. For example, So, for example, we deny that. We say he's not born yet. So, in that case, that we are disbelievers. So, one of the things which is key. Let's.
And we reject Abu Bakr Umar. So
that's. I don't believe.
Mufid's alright, but
no. But this is not the standard of Ahl Sunnah. This is not the standard of Ahl Sunnah. This is not the standard of Ahl Sunnah.
Why is Mufid the standard?
Now, you said Usul Madhab. Who established Usul Madhab?
Ulama.
Okay, isn't ulama, do they agree, the 12, the
did
they agree?
It's not there, but
okay, did they agree?
He's going to do it anyway.
Okay, did they agree, like in consensus amongst them, the one who denies one of the imams, he denies all of them and he is disbelief?
Can I answer that?
No. How can it be consensus? How can it be consensus? Who said
no? Who said no? Give me one name, two names that they said no. Amongst the 12 Shi'as.
No, but you're giving the wrong definition.
Wait.
He's giving
the one who denies. I deny what's so-called Mohammed Hassan al-Askari is not here. It doesn't exist. And I believe those 4 people who met him at that time, they are liars. That's what I believe. For example, and he's not there. He's not there. So now in the 12 Shia standard, am I a disbeliever? That's a very simple thing. Okay, who said I am mu'min according to them?
There's a difference of opinion on this issue.
Jafar Sabani, contemporary scholar.
Yeah, Jafar Sabani is one example.
Okay. Shirazi.
But there's not from Usul. There's not from Usul.
You asked me a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now listen. Jafar Sabani, 1. Makram Shirazi, 2. Khamenei, 3.
Okay.
Said
But that's
Sistani,
4. Let me finish. You never asked that question. Don't specify. Said Stani, 4. Said Khouy, 5. Is that enough? Mohammed Hijab al Gadar, 6.
Can I ask you a question?
But he's talking about who established the Usul Madhab.
You asked me a question, I give you the answer. Next.
I was going to ask you a question. All of the people that you've mentioned, from Sistani to Khouy, all of them, and by the way, I haven't talked about the Quran thing, so don't Someone get him a mushaf, by the way. So get this guy a mushaf, inshallah. He's going to recite something.
I've already
beautiful.
told you that
He's
Arabic
gonna-
is good at, bro.
No, akhi,
So we already agreed on
You
that.
already agreed on it.
No, no,
So
but
if
someone's
it's going to be based on
Where
that,
do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go from here on? Where do you want to go from here on?
Inshallah, he'll do it after. Okay, khalas. Today, inshallah, this guy's gotten you out of trouble, inshallah. What's your name? Joshua. Oh, Joshua.
He's going to forget it next week anyway.
Anyway, can't.
Yusha.
I don't want him to put every other Shi'i elder to shame. Because
he is
wallahi-
going to, he probably will, but yeah, go on.
No, but that's a big mistake.
I know, but we already established
No,
that
but
way.
listen,
Do you want us to show that to you, man? What do you want us to do?
Hold on.
Are we just going to keep...
No, hold on. Because how old are you, brother?
13.
Allahu Akbar. This is the kind of Shi'i.
that you need.
No, not that I mean. Wallahi, this guy.
Recruiting.
No, listen, I'm not recruiting him. We need him. Join the Dawah movement. Now listen, this is the kind of movement. This
It's the kind of movement that we need.
This is the last we need.
is the kind of thing. Look, the point we should be drilling home, inshallah, yeah, as Sunnis and Shias. You know the one thing, wallahi, that could potentially, and we can have optimism on this, yeah, that could potentially bridge a gap. Believe me and trust me on this, yeah.
For instance, Quran and Ahl
It's the
Bayt.
Quran. You know, wallahi.
I disagree with you, bro.
Quran and Ahl Bayt.
Because it didn't stop the Kharijis from.
No problem, but I'm saying potentially, right? No, I'm saying, look, the Quran is the centerpiece of the Islamic narrative.
Absolutely.
Hijab, don't you have like massive debates with the uncles all day? Do you get anywhere? The uncles that can speak Arabic, do you get anywhere with them?
Those guys.
Yeah.
The Arabic's quite good.
The Arabic is
I tested
excellent.
his Arabic and
Yeah.
I didn't know the huruf al-jar, so I left him.
How about the Shia scholars that you have debated with Arabic? Have you got anywhere with them?
It's got 1400 years, they haven't got nowhere.
No, I mean, yeah.
This thing is
So
online.
let's be
like-
honest.
1400 years.
Let's be honest. It's not going to get us anywhere.
Listen,
But
let me
go back to the scholar point, innit? Like, that was
we
my
have a
point.
beautiful hadith.
Sorry, I was just going to ask, haven't you debated Brother Isa since you made that declaration?
Black Isa. No.
Isa the great black Shia.
I've seen some pictures of you after the day.
If I'm a hypocrite, I'm a hypocrite. I don't care. Sometimes
I'm not making-
I don't know.
I'm not
We're asking you, we're asking.
I followed him one time because I wanted to ask him about a particular hadith.
Oi, so you...
No, I want to speak to him about it, but like I want to ask him. He left me. He didn't. The hadith I wanted to ask him about was the hadith of the Zunuj.
Ask him, don't ask me, yeah, go.
You know the Zunuj hadith? No. Because there was a controversy online. It's about the black people when there's a hadith.
Oh yeah. Like don't marry the Turks and stuff
don't
like
no. It says don't marry
The Zanj, yeah.
the Zunuj.
Tribe,
The Zinji is the black tribe, the one living in Sudan, this country. And there's a hadith, the Shi'i one, that says that don't
We
marry
actually done a whole
those
show
guys.
on that. We actually done a whole show on that.
I know you did, but there was a
And
whole
there was a lot of Sunni scholars who like Sunni Hadiths on that as well. Did you check it out?
No,
That were authenticated.
all of the
Scholars gave
hadiths,
fatwa as
all
well.
of them, according to Ibn Qayyim, were completely weak. And
Scholars
no,
acted on
The
it.
scholars acted on it as well.
No, if they acted
you watch the
upon
video?
it,
Tell
did
the
you?
truth.
Which ones?
You made the
Your
video
one?
we made, yeah.
No, I don't watch any.
You made it, how would you watch it?
Wallah al-azim.
Okay, bro, you know what?
Why so angry, bro?
No.
I don't watch none of your videos. Alright, bro. You don't watch my videos. He like, he goes like, he's a
No,
bad.
hold on. I don't watch any of your videos. I watched your one with me. That's it.
Only because you were in it, of course.
How can you say that all of the references were weak if you haven't watched the video?
Which references?
The one I gave.
How did you know about the reference?
Ibn
That
Qayyim.
particular hadith he said.
Ibn Qayyim
no.
al-Jawziyya, he has a discussion on any hadith related to Zunuj, the Zinji tribe, as per the
And he
Islamic.
tried.
I didn't only give
How do you know
I
he
gave other
mentioned that
ones.
if you hadn't watched the video?
He doesn't know.
Ibn al-Qayyim
He's saying,
al-Jawziyya.
I didn't mention the Zanj.
He didn't mention it.
I didn't
Why
mention
did
the
you
Zanj.
say
I
it?
mentioned other hadith.
No, I'm telling you from our perspective.
Hijab, it's alright. You watched
trying
the
to catch
video,
him out.
bro. You watched the video. It's alright. It's alright. I watch your videos sometimes too. That doesn't mean I'm a
I
fan.
said I don't know what
No,
your
bro, there's a
video.
funeral. There's a funeral.
There's
No,
other ones as
our
well.
one.
No, your ones, but apart from Zanj.
Yeah, there's a few.
Are you all over the place, or am I completely speaking to
I
people?
think
I think you're all over the
Anyway,
place.
So to Isa, he didn't want you.
the hadiths that you guys have in your books
Yeah.
have some authentic.
Found in yours as well.
no, again, we said well, this is the discussion.
But they're weak.
No, listen.
So that's the
There are
discussion.
hadith about black people being khalq al-mushawwah.
Yes.
How you know this? What this means?
Like the black
The creation
Yeah.
of that are like.
No.
إياكم والزنوج فإنهم خلق
like the
مشوه.
raisin heads. Like the raisin
No,
heads.
it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't say this.
Abnormalities.
No, it doesn't say that. The hadith says, this is a hadith in the Shi'a literature. It says, إياكم والزنوج فإنهم خلق مشوه.
Yeah.
It says that
This-
be
No, I know the one you're on about. bro.
aware of the
Yeah,
black
yeah.
people called the Zunuj
Yeah.
because they are deformed creatures.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
that's authenticated by some of the Shi'a scholars.
Yeah.
Accepted.
Yeah.
Now, come to the Sunnis tradition. What I put to you, and it's a challenge actually, in fact, because that's what,
I think that's all we use words to speak his corner.
Isa, this is what I wanted to speak to him. I wanted to put to him, that's what you're asking me about Isa, yeah?
Right.
I wanted to put to him that actually you will not find one authentic hadith or even a weak hadith.
Okay, bro.
All of them are mawdu'.
Let me finish.
All of them are fabricated ahadith, which talk about zunuj from the Sunni tradition, and we don't accept any of them.
He says Zunuj only. He says Zunuj only.
For the zunuj. For the black tribe called the zunuj. Now, the point I'm making to that's what I want to ask him, because he's a black Shi'Ah. So I wanted from his perspective, I said, how do you make sense of this hadith that says, إِيَّاكُمُ الزُّنُوجِ فَإِنَّهُمْ خَلْقٌ مُشَوَّهٌ, and he's a black guy converted to Shi'aism. I wanted to know what he was going to respond, you know, to the fact there's a hadith literature that says that black people deform. So I just that was the reason why, you know,
I understand.
But it wasn't to do with the debate, I just to get his opinion. You know?
Bro, just a quick one.
Yeah, what's your opinion on that one?
On Titans TV, there was a 2-hour show done by some.
Let me ask you a question. This is a serious question, yeah? Wallahi, let me tell you something. I don't make my disagreements with the Shi'ah creed unknown. It's very well known.
Very vocal about it.
Well, I'm not very vocal. I've had debates, you know, and we try and make it peaceful and kind.
At times.
At times, and other times we get emotional.
We'll talk about what you're saying afterwards.
No,
Not
but
now.
what I was going to
Not
say,
now.
look, hold on.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
No, Titans TV. This guy who is in charge of Titans TV, I don't know if he's around now, watching my stuff as he does, but this
thing
guy...
is, Hijab, you don't even want to ask that question, because I got a big backfire for you.
No, it's not a big
Do you know why? Because you've had very nasty people on your channel too.
No, listen, no problem.
Very nasty
I'm
people.
asking you a question, if you think it's nasty.
Yeah,
no problem. I'm asking you a question.
You're gone.
First and foremost, this guy's agenda is anti-Islam.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
So, wallahi, let me tell you...
I know, bro, I understand what you're going to say. I understand what you're going to say.
It's Sayyid Ali, Sayyid Zain, Sayyid Raza and Sayyid Zain. Yes?
Yes, correct.
Sayyid Ali and Sayyid Raza and Sayyid Zain. I'm going to say to you, look, if Tommy Robinson
I understand.
came to you and said, look, we'll give you money to spread Shi'aism, I'm sure you have backbone, you're going to say, look, man.
Keep the money.
What money? Keep the money. I don't care if you give me £1 million. But, you know, I mean, what's this? I mean, you know, these guys are against Islam. They make shows.
Not necessarily.
Against the people that do not understand.
He's against Islam. He made a video against...
Robinson's against Islam.
Kalam is against Islam. I don't care what anyone says. He clearly...
Good religion and all you have done is destroy it.
Clearly.
You wrecked it to pieces
He came and told us we're enemy of Islam. There was a video of him saying we're enemy of Islam. Now, I'm not asking one
come
marja.
across that
Forget, this is not a discussion. Give me one marja. Today you were talking about Shirazi and for Khou'i and for Khomeini, whatever you want, yeah? Give me one marja. No.
I don't understand your question. Yeah, go on.
No, but you jumping. We're discussing this.
They say you will do anything for money.
Okay, yes, I got that now. Thank you.
What? Did they have anything to give him?
No, I
Okay,
swear. Tommy Robinson wants his freedom.
You were talking about him.
That's what you are, not you named him. Once you name him, I swear I owe allegiance to that man. I swear, because he gives us freedom of speech.
You can debate Mohammed afterwards.
I'll come to you after.
Freedom of speech.
I'll come to you after.
Why are you here? What is Hyde Park?
Yes, exactly.
This is for freedom of speech.
Yeah.
We're not
That's
insulting
why
each other,
you
though.
talk so quietly. Because you got nothing to say.
Indeed, you're right.
You got nothing to say.
You win.
I'm not interested in a fight. All I know is that when we talk about our freedom of speech, when white people do it, we get dissed. We're racist.
Are you from Australia?
Okay?
Yeah, I think.
You don't need to know.
She's Australian.
What about Aborigines' freedom of speech?
I'm thinking.
What about Aboriginal? Do they have Aboriginal?
Ma'am, he'll speak to you
We'll talk after.
I'm more interested in my destiny or where I come from than what you're talking about.
Speak to him afterwards.
Thank you. Oh, you know what?
I've had enough.
Okay.
Free Tommy Robinson.
Thank you.
Free him because you don't understand.
Thank you.
I'm on the Muslim side.
Oh, perfect.
So is Tommy Robinson.
No, he was not.
But it's been twisted. No, you don't understand the government works. They work together. Like
He's fucking.
what you think Tommy Robinson would be
And make sure I get muted out, bro.
He would have been killed a long time ago.
More than a bit.
Ma'am, he'll speak to you
He
afterwards.
would have been killed.
Ma'am, have a respect.
Madam, we're having a conversation, madam. You need to let us.
Afterwards, take him afterwards. Take him home afterwards.
You're talking to someone, by the way,
You're right.
Okay, what we're doing.
Okay.
why don't you tell her what happened in the freedom of speech?
No. What I want to
How many of you drive cars? How many? Put up your hands. Because you're the ones that slave your own people.
Okay, we'll talk about
I'm sick of going to marches. I'm sick of going to all over the place. And I'm going to talk about this because I don't want any more petroleum
but that's
songs.
the thing, there's no
You don't even know
I was going to
where
say
it
crazy
came
thing. I'm not
from.
saying that.
Meaning there's no point of throwing things when you have the same thing yourself.
No, we don't have any of that stuff ourselves.
You have you have Sayyidi, not necessarily about Zan, but about black people.
No, we don't. It's not. He said himself. Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah.
About Zan.
No, he didn't say about Zan. Let me tell you what he said. Ibn al-Qayyim said that any hadith that is to do with the Zunud, all the people from Sudan, all the Sud, all the blacks, is makdoob. It's a lie.
But based on what?
Based on his istiqra'. He looked at
Has he gone through those narrations?
Yeah.
Has he gone?
How many of you drive cars? How many? Put up your hands. Because you're the ones that slave your own people.
Okay, we'll talk about
I'm sick of going to marches. I'm sick of going to all over the place. And I'm going to talk about this because I don't want any more petroleum
but that's
songs.
the thing, there's no
You don't even know
I was going to say crazy thing. I'm not saying that.
Meaning there's no point of throwing things when you have the same thing yourself.
No, we don't have any of that stuff ourselves.
You have Sayyidi, not necessarily about Zan, but about black people.
No, we don't. It's not. He said himself. Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah.
About Zan.
No, he didn't say about Zan.